that ought to do it.
Good evening. Together we shine, sister.
Together we shine. It's been too long, sister. Look at you on your great hunt. Not ideal circumstances, but you've finally begun. Know that the family has your back, surprised as they are about this.
No shortage lately of surprises on Olympus or below. It's good to see you, Artemis, but I must be off. Time's against us and all that.
Time's an old fool, too busy besieging the mountain of the gods to sense the threat headed his way. Go get him. Peace and quiet. Has my little brother lived up to his shining reputation so far? At least he did his part. As soon as I told him about you, sure enough, he was plenty eager to let all Olympus know.
Apollo was very kind, though easy for me to say. I'm not his twin. What'd you tell him anyway?
Only the truth. That I ran into the reclusive Witch of the Crossroads while scouting out our foe, and that she introduced me to a secret Titan killer she's been training up.
You just didn't tell him how long ago that was. So now they really think this long-lost relative of theirs is going to find Kronos and slay him?
Oh, they think you don't stand a chance. But they don't have a lot of options, so they'll support you anyway. Especially since you're family and all. And you know I will.
It's been a pleasure to have worked more closely with you, Sister Artemis. This is hardly worth the gift of impeccable precision, though I wanted you to have it.
Doing the old traditions now, are we? Well, sure, then I accept your offering, Sister Melenui. And I've an offering for you in kind.
Truly, you're the best.
Hermes finally got a hold of you, did he? Sounds like things have really taken a turn on Olympus. Glad I'm not there.
Artemis, how can you say that? It's your home. I'm going to see if I can head up there and lend a hand.
Is that even possible for you? Born of the Underworld and all that? Then again, you're a witch. Must have a remedy for everything. Area secure. You do know we have barrels of this stuff up on Olympus, right? Used to, at least. Damn near forgotten what it tastes like, come to think.
May the good memories come flooding back. Whenever you have the time for it, of course.
You bested Sister Hecate. She told me so herself, and with, dare I say, more than a hint of pride. Though she's intent on testing you still?
She always said I can't beat Kronos if I can't beat her. And so we spar. I think she's gone easy on me to boost my confidence.
Well, I can plainly see she failed. Gone easy. If there's one thing the Witch of the Crossroads hasn't ever done, it's that. What's all this extra generosity from you lately? It's putting me on edge. Don't you go acting like this is goodbye.
It's merely that the arrow-riddled remnants of my foes give me occasion to reflect. I tell myself never to take my dear friends for granted.
Fine mess we made. Not many hiding places here compared to Erebus. Might be the end of the line for me. I'm a huntress, not a fisher.
Fishing is a form of hunting, isn't it? Anyway, I appreciate the backup, and understand if you're now at the limit of your range. Olympus probably expects you back.
They'll want to hear from me. About the situation, and about you, too. You know they still take me and Hermes for their spies. Although, we do tell them a lot. I can often depend on Sister Selene's light to guide me on my hunts. But where you're going, she can't follow, can she? Nor can I.
And Headmistress Hecate is needed at the crossroads. I alone have the authority to enter the House of Hades, if I can make it there.
Hey, what do you mean, if? It's a matter of when, as far as I'm concerned. I'm thinking maybe very soon, in fact. Hail, sister.
Good work.
Look at you, sister. Your brother once had us all convinced he was trying to fight his way to Olympus. Now none of us can believe you're trying to do it for real.
Hermes wouldn't have asked me to go if it wasn't important. Besides, I could use the change of scenery.
Then by all means. What a time that you're on your way up to the mountain while I'm on my way down to the Underworld. At least we crossed paths. Got all the way down to the House of Hades, so I heard. Must be nice having fated authority over the lowest reaches of the Underworld. Unless you're Kronos.
He was most certainly annoyed. Wields a scythe that's twice my height, surrounds himself with feral satyr worshippers ready to die for him. I'm not surprised it once took both our fathers and more to bring him down.
No reason to compare yourself. They're high and mighty lords of the heavens and the underworld, but they fought Kronos by necessity. You were trained to do precisely this. It's really true about the Fates, that Kronos somehow got to them. Doesn't want to take any chances anymore. Did the Fates prophesize their own captivity?
How can you be so casual about this? If the Fates themselves couldn't stop Kronos, we won't have an easy time. We're beholden to chance ourselves.
So what if we are? You know not even I always hit my mark. What do I do if I miss? I take another shot. The greater the skill, the less is up to chance. That massive Cyclops Polyphemus. Saw him fast asleep the other night. Then you were able to sneak up and incapacitate him, just like that. I stay far downwind of him myself.
I'm tempted to just smile and nod through this one, Artemis, but my dealings with the Cyclops haven't involved much stealth. Though at least I can get past him at this point.
And how do you get through the rift beyond the docks? You swim? You still like doing things the hard way. The only way. You probably know Ares has been buzzing around Olympus recently. One good lightning bolt from Father Zeus would normally take care of that, but he's been occupied.
One good lightning bolt, how about one good arrow? We'd be saved a lot of trouble if Eris were to be plucked from the sky one of these nights.
I'd gladly volunteer, it's just that Father has everything well under control. Says I'm needed way out here instead. But if I do spot the wings of strife, they're going down. You found Kronos, sank your fangs into his throat. Sister Hecate gave me the gist. How'd you do it? Found some exploitable weakness, something like that?
Mostly I just kept evading a lot. He's very powerful, but must have underestimated my ability to resist his tricks.
He won't always underestimate you, though. Must have his vulnerabilities. The old are seldom wise and often weak, right? He's bloodied. Go for the kill.
There.
Hey, I recognize those blades. Didn't want to let on before, but now I guess you know. You best be taking care of them.
Not to worry. I am, I swear. So you were the bearer of the sister blades yourself. Did you have to give them up because of me?
I gave them up because I did what needed to be done. Hecate so likes her little tests. Anyway, I'm glad to see old Liminoros in good hands. I can't exactly drink this on the hunt, you know. But I can squirrel it away for safekeeping. Maybe once all this is settled, we can share a bottle and get properly caught up.
Or, failing that, we could always keep on teaming against vengeful spirits and the like. Although it's nice to keep the possibility in mind.
It's strange, isn't it? He's our own grandfather. Kronos, I mean. But I feel no connection to him at all. I just want him gone.
Doesn't matter who he is. He's a threat. We're the Silver Sisters. We'll make him gone. For the sake of the realms.
Strictly business then, is it? Even still, funny how it falls on us to settle the older generation scores. Hey, is it really true Moros himself showed up at your crossroads because you summoned him? As in, you literally invited doom?
It doesn't seem the wisest course when you put it that way. Kronos once was brought low by a prophecy of the three fates. I felt they might be willing to intervene again.
And they did so by sending you the embodiment of misfortune and unforeseen consequences. Well, if that's what the fates have in store, you're going to need this.
Why has Olympus sent you all the way out here anyway? I thought you'd have gone back by now. You're always welcome in the crossroads.
Appreciate it, sister, and I might stop by, but I don't mind the woods. As for why I'm all the way out here, mostly to spy on you. Olympus likes to be informed.
I'm certain that they do. Do you ever slip up with them? By now, the other gods must have their suspicions about you and Hermes.
Depends on who you're talking about, I guess. But for the most part, they just think we're young and flighty. But we're the best they've got. Hey, thank you. Sure enough, Olympus started running a little low on this stuff. I'll be sure to lord it over the others, as long as you don't mind me exploiting your good graces.
I don't recall anything about exploiting one another's good graces in the bylaws of the Silver Sisters, so you should be fine. May you enjoy it either way.
When I became one of the Silver Sisters, I figured all we'd really do was stalk in shadows, make occasional reports. But this is a full-on worst-case scenario.
You sound excited rather than dismayed. You must have known it'd come to this eventually. Not like Headmistress would band us together just for ceremony's sake.
No, I guess you're right. Still, we've been together biding our time for so long. I got to thinking we might never get the opportunity to strike. Yet here we are.
You haven't seen Nemesis tonight, have you? Not that she should be anywhere near here, as opposed to keeping watch over the gateways at the crossroads.
I haven't seen her, no. But I was tracking her. Those footprints are only slightly harder to spot than she is. She's not supposed to be out here, is she?
That she is not. She's just trying to make herself useful, I get it. And the Fates themselves know that I could probably use the help. Though, how have you two been?
We each need company, we each need solitude, the same old thing. She's frustrated, which can go a couple of ways depending on the night. Anyway, she's a big girl. Hard making friends with goddesses, but I have what I need. We can be on our own without feeling alone, you know? I hope you know. That's how it is for me.
I do know, and feel much the same. When we're not watching one another's backs, we have Selene and Headmistress watching over us. Still, it's always good to see you face to face.
You too. Most of my family I can do without most of the time. You're an exception. We may not be sisters by blood, but you'll always be Sister Malinoe to me.
You've been so far from home for so long. Don't you miss being on Olympus? If not now, then back before the Titan's siege?
What? You mean being with my father and stepmother, my perfect twin brother, and all the rest? Just because I'm willing to aid them doesn't mean I'm willing to live with them again. Poor wretches left to linger here. Could be relaxing in Elysium, or Asphodel at least. No wonder they're upset.
Kronos claimed it was an act of magnanimity, unsealing the Underworld gates, letting the dead roam free. This can't possibly be better than when my father ruled.
Hey, at least it means I can set foot in these parts without inciting some huge territorial dispute. Setting aside the fact that we're already in the middle of one.
Hey, Artemis. Is everything all right?
So much to talk about, so little time, sister. I'm needed elsewhere, but I wanted to make sure to send you off. That's all of them.
Any progress yet with your investigation?
Not near as much as I'd like. Here, let me give you a boost. Maybe you'll get somewhere even if I don't. I can't venture any further below, though I can give you this. May moonlight guide you to your prey and expose his every weakness. As the light of the waxing moon intensifies, so too does our potential, sister. You tracked me down this time, I'll have you know.